In a world of tweets and text, email, and instant messaging,
That's cool. That's edited way too fast.
are we communicating any better? Is it modern technology with the effects on both business and society?
There's a lot of spyware out there. Sneaks into your system, follows you wherever you may go.
Listen to Knowledge Talk, the show that said it all, with your host, Tariq Al Barwani, Tuesdays at 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Emotion.
Global.
Face it and talk it through on Knowledge Talk. Knowledge Talk.
That's what'll get me to buy a smartphone.
Or a wearable computer. Or a website that finally puts me in the driver's seat.
No.
Every week here on the Nation Station Radio, Sultan of Oman, 90.4 FM.
Oman Radio, 90.4 FM.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks, a weekly edutainment and knowledge sharing program aired live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the field that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Saleh, for an hour bringing you free knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, stay tuned after this music break for today's very interesting interview and knowledge. Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Saleh, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Now, what would it take to play and succeed in tennis? Well, my guest today, ladies and gentlemen, is Oman's popular tennis player, Fatma Al Nabhani. Fatma won over 4 singles and 4 double titles on the ITF tour in her career, and today, Fatma, mashallah, is a pride to Oman's tennis and indeed is leaving a mark in Oman's sport all over the world. Fatma is the only female tennis professional from the Gulf and is ranked as high as 362 in the world. MashaAllah. Fatma became the first ever player from the GCC to win a match at a WTA Premier 5. And today, Fatma joined us here at Knowledge Talks to share with us her successful journey and challenges in the world of tennis. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you doing, Fatma?
I'm very good. How about you?
I'm doing very, very well. In fact, it is a great honor to have you today here at Knowledge Talks. I've been always following up about you. I always love all the things that you do. You are a pride for Oman, mashallah, and you are representing us all over the world.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. It is my honor to be here with you in this interview.
Allah khair. But you know what? I didn't want it, to only take you and, and invite you for an interview, but I wanted to show everybody in Oman also takes this opportunity to be with you here today. Listening to you. So how does it feel to be a popular tennis player today?
It feels good. It does feel good, especially like for me, it feels way better that I'm representing my country, I'm not representing myself. So whenever it's an incredible feeling whenever you win a tournament and you see your flag raised high, you listen to your national anthem. It's a feeling that no one can describe. So it is great to be a tennis fan.
And you just returned from Toronto.
I did. I just returned.
Tell us about it.
I'm still jet lagged. I'm still jet lagged big time. Toronto, my trip to Canada was successful. Was okay, alhamdulillah. I won a very big match. I beat a top 140 player.
MashaAllah.
Yeah,
MashaAllah.
she's really good, and the match took around 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, and I won on the final set, and I saved the match point.
Oh, mashallah,
So
mashallah.
it was such a big match, and the biggest match for my this year. for me.
Mashallah,
Yeah.
mashallah. Congratulations and welcome
Thank
back.
you very much. Thanks a lot.
That's a great pride for
Thank you.
Oman as well.
Thank you
mashallah,
very
as I said,
much.
because when you go there, you also carry the flag of Oman.
Yes, of course. Alhamdulillah.
You are the only female player in Oman.
Yes.
And you are the first, mashallah, who has got into the tennis world.
Yeah.
And mashallah, you keep on making strides. Keeping strides, you always keep on succeeding, mashallah. What's your feeling in that area?
I mean, obviously, it's as I said, it's an amazing feeling, you know.
Okay.
As I said again, it's you're representing your
Oman.
country, yeah,
Yes.
and it's an amazing feeling that I can't even
Describe
describe. It's it's a
Yeah.
big thing for me, and
I can confidently tell you look very good and you've got light in your face coming out. Mashallah, that itself is very,
Thank
very
you.
good.
Yeah.
But if you tell us, how did it all start then? Your
okay.
journey.
It started with my mom. My mom, she's the one who taught us the game. I
Mashallah.
grew up in a tennis family.
Okay.
I have two elder brothers that they play the game as well.
Okay.
So I grew up and I saw my brothers playing and
Yeah.
my mom coaching them, and then she started coaching me. So I started with a very young age. I started 3 years old.
Wow, mashallah,
Yeah,
mashallah.
and I started like playing tournaments and taking it a bit professionally at 9,
Okay.
age of 9. Yeah.
Okay, mashallah. You started at the age of 3 years old.
Mm.
Your mom has played a major
She
role
did.
in your life then.
She did.
Mashallah.
She has all the credit for all our achievement, me and my brothers. Yeah.
Mashallah.
Without her, we wouldn't have done 10% of what we did.
I really respect that. That's really, really good. So you do believe that success, behind every success is parents plays a role. Because
Family, big time.
Family plays a
Big time. Especially in our culture here in Oman. Like, especially in Oman and in the Middle East,
Yeah.
parents play the biggest role.
Major role. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, this is a very, very important remark not from anyone, but from Fatma Al Nabhani, which says that parents plays a major role in the success of the children, in the success of yourself, in the success of us all as well. In fact, I can personally relate that too, for being close with my father as well. And I respect highly what Fatma has said right now. The parents plays a very, very important role, which means you also as parents, you have to play an important role in nourishing your children. 3 years old is what you start, and you also have brothers who are playing tennis.
Yeah.
Are they still playing the tennis?
Right now they're on and off because the eldest is finishing his PhD in
Okay.
Scotland,
Okay.
and the other one is working. So right now they're not playing as much,
Okay.
but they are also professional players.
They're also professional players. If you play with them, do you beat them or they beat you?
Unfortunately, they beat me.
I think
but
you're humble.
sometimes
I think you're being humble, Fatma.
they're older, so I have to say that.
Yeah. But I'm sure you played with older people too.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really about being old or not.
Yeah.
It's about the skills. But you are being humble. Like I said, you that's what you are. But mashallah. How many games have you played so far?
Games, matches. Oh, I played a lot. I just got that for you. I played this year only. I won 40 matches and I lost only 11.
Okay.
This year
mashallah,
only.
Mashallah.
And in my career, I played more than 160 matches.
Wow.
No, that's only
Okay.
that one. Like the matches, I won more than 160 matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's only in singles.
Okay.
So doubles
Mashallah.
is the same thing. So yeah, a lot of matches.
A lot of matches
A
you
lot of
played and
matches.
many of successful ones. How many have you lost then?
Of course. I mean, I lost a lot as well, but this year I lost only 11 and I won 40.
You won 40.
Actually,
mashallah.
more. This is only the international tournaments. This is
Okay.
only the pro circuit events.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won 40 and I lost 11 this year in singles.
Now, when you say international matches, does it mean that you also play local matches?
No, but I play, for example, GCC.
Okay.
I played this year. We played the women's Olympic GCC. It was here in Oman in March.
Okay.
And I played that. I played the Solidarity Games in Indonesia.
Okay.
I played that. So the Olympics, the Arab Championship, the GCC, it doesn't consider as international or from the pro circuit tournament.
Okay. So can we put an average in a year you play about 30 games or so?
No more.
More, because you
More.
said this year you played 40, so you still got more.
This
games to
year in total, for example, this year only international, I played 51.
come. Wow.
Only international.
Oh, yeah.
51,
Mashallah.
that's only in singles, not doubles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, a lot.
Tennis to you, is it a passion, career? What is it exactly?
Tennis is my life. Tennis runs in my blood, you
Wow,
know?
I love that. I love that.
It does. It really does. It's a passion. It's a career. It's basically my life. It's all what I do.
And you do agree if someone has an activity, whether it's work or hobby or whatever it is, that they fall in love with it, or it's their life, as you said it. I like the term. Then he or she would do very well in it. You'd
Of
agree?
course. I mean, for example, if you are working in something that you don't love and you don't put all your passion in it and everything, obviously you're not gonna do your best.
I love that.
So yeah, if you love something and you put everything into it and you put your hard work into it, obviously you're gonna succeed and do very well.
Another very important feedback, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be passionate about what you do, and that's what Fatma is saying. Let us take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, before we return today with an interesting discussion with Fatma.
Oman FM on 90.4, 91.3.
Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Saleh, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Exciting discussion, exciting interview with a very great personality, mashallah, Fatma Al Nabhani, who I always, of course, look at her activities, who I always follow her activities, but today she's here with us here live on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to call in is 24602058. That's 24602058. If there's any question that I have not asked and you wish to ask, please call us on 24602058, and we only have half an hour before the end of the program, so that's the opportunity to ask directly Fatma Al Nabhani. I have been looking at this fantastic result that you have done all over the world, mashallah, and your profile that is on itftennis.com. That's amazing. You should be very, very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And even more, your mom, we should say,
Of
mashallah,
course.
thanks to her. I mean, she has played the major role.
Of course.
Talking about that, does your mom play tennis?
She does.
Wow.
Yeah. She used to play tennis, so that's why we got introduced to the game.
Mashallah, okay.
Yeah. And she been a tennis coach, so she coached us and she coached also other people. She had students, so yeah. That's how it started.
That's interesting information that I personally have learned today. I didn't know about that, mashallah. So that's a very very good thing to know. Has your mom played tennis matches like it?
She did. Yeah, she did. She used to play. She used to play here. She used to play some international tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah, she used to.
And so now when you play with her, who wins?
No, خلاص. She doesn't play that. She doesn't play that good anymore. But yeah, for example, when I was young and we used to play the local tournaments here in Oman, we used to have a lot of tournaments in Oman, the local, like for example, almost every month or so, one of the hotels, you know, they do, who have tennis courts, they do a tournament. And it has all genders, like under, like the juniors, under 16, under 18, and the women's. So we used to play, me and my mom, doubles together as well. And we used to win and stuff. So it was fun at the time when there were like tournaments here in
This
Oman.
is
Yeah,
amazing. I'm very, very pleased to hear that. Now, out of all the games that you played, which was your best game? Or there were many?
There were many. There were many, but one of the greatest also matches I play. One of the greatest matches also was in Roland Garros in juniors,
Okay.
when I played Roland Garros, and it was already the third round. And I did such a big match, but unfortunately, after having a match point for me, I lost a match because of a bird.
Ooh! Ouch! Okay.
I
and
lost
that was
the match
counted as well.
in a biggest tournament because I was ready to hit the ball, and a bird passed in
Okay.
front of me, and I was
Okay.
scared to hit the bird.
Yeah.
So obviously I missed the ball
Okay.
out because of the bird, and it was my match point.
Okay.
And unfortunately I lost the match 10-8 on the final
I
set.
tell you one thing, you might have lost only a match, but you won a lot of hearts from
Oh, thank
every
you.
people, from all the I mean, I have big heart for you. I respect it, but that shows
Thank
you have
you.
a heart for the animals, and that's very good. Mashallah, I'm very, very. Every moment I just listen to whatever you say, I just love all the things
Thank
that you
you,
do.
thank
May Allah
you.
يزيدك خير وبركة دائما إن شاء
Allah
الله.
يخليك, amin.
Now, you are the first female in Oman to reach this height, mashallah, and you have done great success. How can we get other women as well to follow strides,
Okay.
to become as... How can we have more women to become Fatma in Oman?
Okay. First of all, obviously, you're gonna face a lot of challenges. But as I said before, if you love what you do, you're gonna forget about all the challenges and all the people that trying to stop you to do the thing that you love. So you're gonna face a lot of challenges. Second thing is, as we said, is the family support, the parent support. I mean, for example, for me, if it wasn't my mom who supported like my talent and tennis, and paid for tournaments, paid for tennis camps, paid for everything just to make us better and better, and she wants to see us one of the best tennis players. So without that support, we wouldn't have done that at all as well. But obviously, we would love to see more, not only tennis players, but more women athletes in Oman. But the positive thing, and the thing that I'm happy about, that it's really improved here in Oman.
The athletes, okay.
It's the women athletes. We have seen now teams like basketball, we have our volleyball team. We have very good, also not bad, athletic teams as well. So long time back, before we didn't have that at all. But the generation coming up, they are so lucky because they have the support now. They have the facilities. They have
Alhamdulillah.
everything.
Yeah.
But at our time,
There was no all that.
we didn't have all that,
Yeah.
So now it's easier to become even a woman athlete here in Oman.
Okay, that's very good to hear.
Yeah.
And how do you find generally the support of women athletes in Oman?
It's good. It's
Okay.
good. Yeah, alhamdulillah, it's good. It's not bad. Not that someone telling us, no, you're not allowed to play or something like that. No. It's well.
It's well,
good.
alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
It could be better.
It could
be better. Yeah.
Okay, it could be better. Now, I liked what you said. Number one is you have to love what you do. Number two is family support plays a very, very,
Very big role, yeah.
Does one need to be wealthy, have money, and so on to
Look,
be able to?
For tennis is a very costly game.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's something new to me as well.
it's a very, very, very costly.
To play the game, huh? Or to participate in a tournament, you mean?
To play a game, you need a coach. You need to pay the coach. To be a professional player, you need the coach, you need a physiotherapist, you need the trainer, physical trainer. You need all this. You need sometimes a sparring partner, someone to play with.
Yeah.
So all these costs.
Yeah.
Plus, you need to pay for your tournaments. If you're going to tournaments, who's going to travel with you? Your coach, all these stuff.
All this you paid yourself?
You pay it yourself.
Okay.
You have to pay for all these people, accommodation, food, traveling, tickets.
Okay.
And we travel almost 3 times a month or twice a month.
Okay.
You know, playing tournaments yearly.
Yeah.
So it is costly. Don't forget your equipment.
Yeah.
Your
They all
equipment
cost it,
and
yeah.
stuff. So it's a costly game. It's not a cheap one. So you need a good support
To be able
reach.
to succeed in this
Yeah.
arena. Your
Yeah.
mom is also traveling with you in all the games?
She is. She never leaves me alone,
She's
and
a
I'm
lovely
thankful.
mother. Please pass on my regards.
I will.
Personally, pass on my
I will,
regards.
I
Yeah,
will,
mashallah.
I will.
And she is the main coach, right? Or you
Yeah.
get different coaches as well?
She is the main coach, but since I was, she used to coach me since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
And then I started having a coach as well that's
Okay.
helping. But obviously, her opinions are also
Matters most.
are also there. But you know, so I'm really sorry to say that, but sometimes you know when you listen to someone that you don't know, like a coach or something, you will listen to him. But for example, sometimes if your mom tells you something, oh, okay, I'll do it later, you know, it's fine.
Well,
So when we reach that professional level, it's better to be, you know, strict, like someone be strict with you, that
Yeah.
you listen to him
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, at the age of 16, I started having a coach.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. Let us take a quick break right now and return back and talk to these exciting things that you do, mashallah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Listening to the adventures that you've gone through, and also me admiring when I look at people who play tennis. I play table tennis, but I want to become Fatma tomorrow. So, you know, you've got table tennis, you've got badminton, and you've got the tennis. And I mean, if you can give me a glimpse of what's your opinion about the three sports.
Okay, obviously, يعني, I'm saying the truth, huh? Tennis is one of the hardest games
I know.
ever, hardest sports. You know, it's not
Compared
it's
to
not
any
in
other
a-
sports?
It's compared to any other sport.
Soccer and
first,
everything else?
yeah. First of all, because you don't have. I mean, there are no limit time. You know,
Okay.
you could play a match. Like 1 hour, you could play a match for 4 hours.
Seriously?
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
So there are no times. You are moving all around the court. You are not only moving. You're using every single muscle in your body. You're using. You have to have a fast reaction. You have to think. You know, think smart. You have to have the power. You have to have the stamina. You have to.
Yeah.
So it is one of the hard, like
One of the difficult sports.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously I do respect the other sports, and table tennis is not easy as well, but
Yeah.
obviously it's in a smaller
Smaller one.
space, but the reaction that you should have is way faster than tennis, I guess, because it's so fast.
Now, do you play? Have you played table
I
tennis?
did, I
Oh, you
did,
played
yeah,
table
yeah,
tennis
yeah,
as well? I should play a match with you once.
No, I'm not that good, but I just play for fun, you know, whenever we have a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, but believe me, even if you play with fun with me, you will
I
just
did
beat
it.
you're too مثل ما أقول لك متواضعة ما شاء الله عليكي. Yeah, and so then what kind of trainings does one need to do in order, apart from the tennis itself? Do you need to do, for example, cardios? Do you need to
Of course. First, we practice around 6 hours a day.
Every day?
Every day.
Wow, ما شاء الله.
ما عدا الجمعة, Friday we don't play.
Yeah.
So we practice 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening
Okay,
or afternoon. 3 hours is tennis and fitness.
okay,
And also, يعني the total of 6 hours is tennis and fitness.
okay.
So we have to train footwork, we have to train cardio, we have to train strength, we have to train almost everything. Sometimes reaction, sometimes some exercises to train your brain, you know,
Okay.
how to think and stuff. So we do,
Wow.
we do practice a lot.
I mean, that's really, really interesting.
It's hectic.
Exactly. But it's good because you look fit, you look
Yeah, of
healthy, you look
course.
brightening.
Of
Mashallah. I can
course.
tell you just
Of
looking at you
course.
right now, I can say that, mashallah. So it's good, it's healthy.
Yes.
What about when it comes to eating? Are you cautious not to eat this or that? Or no, I don't mind, I can eat anything.
Look, I'm the kind of person that I don't mind. I can eat anything, but still, like for example, if I have a match, I have to know what to eat. I wouldn't go eat like rice and meat and stuff like that. No, I know that like before the match 2 hours, I should have, for example, pasta or something.
Okay.
So at this point, yes, I do care. But for example, if I'm home, I mean, I eat anything because you're gonna burn it anyway, So
exactly.
you know that you're gonna burn whatever like you ate.
Yeah, mashallah, I respect that highly. Now, tell me one thing. I've seen you have, as we know, you are successful, and you're an example of great successful people في Oman, and mashallah, you represent the athlete women in Oman, and not representing in Oman only, but internationally, mashallah. What are the challenges and the setbacks that you have gone through?
As I said, a lot of you will face a lot of challenges from everything, like for example, challenges, first of all, like I don't have anyone to play with here in Oman. Yani, for example, there are no any other players that you could play, for example, a practice match with, or even hit with or practice. I don't have a coach. In
Oman now you don't have a coach.
I do not have a coach. I just have a sparring partner, which I just play with from the OTA, from the Oman Tennis Federation.
And is this person also good?
He's okay. Yeah, he's well. Yani, he's okay. Yani, obviously you could find great, but he's such a nice guy. He has been with me. The federation like gave him to me for, we have been almost 3 years now. 3 years he has been with me. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of challenges.
And just out of curiosity, looking at you where you are right now, mashallah, and doing very, very well, and you're saying that these challenges that you're facing right now, don't you think this, I'm just thinking, thinking that if you have a platform or support to have a proper practice or coach, then you can be on top of number one in the world.
Okay, so tennis player needs a coach, needs a physical trainer, needs a physiotherapy, needs a sparring partner.
Yes.
Right now, I have none of these. I just have a sparring partner, and I reached what I like, what I did. And we don't have the greatest facility here in Oman to become a professional player.
Yeah.
So I know myself that if I have my full team, I would be minimum top 50 in the world.
Inshallah. I have no doubt. I can see from that many ways. First thing, example is you have done very, very well in your life. You have played many matches so far. You've started from the age of 3. All these are elements, by the way, has an indication. But you definitely would need additional support in order to go higher.
Of course. As I said, the game is very costly, and I mean, I don't have all this team because we don't have enough fund, to fund all this, like to have the team.
Yeah.
So it is hard.
But inshallah, I'm sure there will be an opening that will be coming in, inshallah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, inshallah, because we want you to be on top 50.
Inshallah.
We know we're top 50. We want you to be the top number 1. That's what we want from Oman, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Do you see any barriers or challenges for women now, in general, in world of tennis, or for being an athlete?
In Oman?
Generally, yes. GCC in Oman.
In GCC in Oman, no, I don't see that anymore because خلاص, as I said, يعني, before, like for example, for us before, it was hard, to become a tennis player, like first ever like Omani or GCC tennis player. It was hard, but now that it happened, the new generation, they have everything يعني, available,
so
everything.
It's easier now.
It's way easier now.
So say someone wants to go, there's a female or woman or ladies listening to our conversation right now and wants to become like Fatma. Is there a place, an institute or a training center that they can go in Oman and train themselves to become tennis players?
We have the Oman Tennis Association. They have a program. They have a mini tennis program that starts from age like 4 to 6, and then they have other programs, and they're all girls and boys playing in this program. But here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you, this thing have been happening since a long time. Even my mom, when she worked with the Oman Tennis Association, in one school, they had schools in every city, like in Muscat, in Suhar, in Salala. So in each school they had like 40 kids or more, girls and boys, and they were so into tennis.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Who is, sometimes you see a talented player that you
Okay.
really want to support and everything. But that player, they would support, they would give him everything. But when the player reaches the age of 18,
Okay.
he stops. What's the reason?
Okay.
The family would say, like the culture here in Oman, the family would say, oh no, studying is way important than tennis. What is tennis going to do for us? No, my kid has to study. My kid is not going to play tennis. So here's the wrong thing. I have been playing tennis. I studied. My brother has been playing tennis, and mashallah, he's finishing his PhD right now.
Yeah, mashallah.
Tennis, being a good tennis player will give you opportunity to have a scholarship in the best colleges and universities around the world, wherever you want to be,
Yeah.
So this is one thing, and you can do both, like tennis and study at the same time, but they don't understand that. For me, because I put full time into tennis, I had to study, I had to have homeschooling.
Yeah.
So I did my study. I studied in Texas Tech University.
Okay.
I did distance education, homeschooling, and I've been playing at the same time.
Mashallah.
So here's the thing. If you really love something and you really want to do it, and the family want you to be a professional player, there are ways, There are ways. But unfortunately here in Oman, I don't know why, they don't believe in this. Either they don't believe in this ways, or either they don't want their kid to be a professional player.
And that's unfortunate, because if there's a saying that if there is a will, there is always a way.
Yeah.
And you have demonstrated that, because you have been studying, you have also been playing tennis, and then just like not like just anyone, mashallah, but you have made a name for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important message shared by Fatma. And Fatma, she's just someone who preaches it. Come on, she practices, and she is the best. she is a role model to everyone. Talk about role model. Who is your role model?
Who is my role model? In tennis, I really like Federer. Federer is my favorite player in the court and out of the court. The way how he is so down to earth and humble and such a great person. Yeah, he is my role model in tennis right now.
Okay, mashallah.
Such a great player.
And I loved what you said, in the court and
out
of
of
the
the
court.
It's very important.
Yeah,
very important.
It's not that when you're a Superman only, it's also when you're Clark.
Of course.
You're not when the Superman. That's how people say about you, mashallah. And I respect that fully. And your motivator is mom?
Mom, yes.
Okay,
mom.
she's plays a major role. How are you communicating with your fans? Social media, I know is one.
Social media. At the beginning, I was so shy. I don't like to share my personal life or the things I do, with everyone. Like even when I started my Instagram page, I started it private, and then, gradually, just like few months ago, actually, I made it public.
Okay.
So yeah, now I'm trying to get in contact, like with everyone more. It's letting them see who the real Fatma, is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun.
Okay, mashallah. And I'm sure they also love it as well, because they get to see you as a person, how you are, how you practice.
Yeah.
It's very, very good, And I feel the social media gets it's a platform that allows people to see you as a person, rather than just a public appearance, a picture which is out there. And mashallah, your page says it all. How many platforms do you use?
Right now I just use Instagram and Snapchat.
And which one do you use most?
I recently Snapchat, because you Snapchat almost everything. But for example, like results and everything, I make sure that I do both.
On both,
on both. Unfortunately, I don't use Twitter much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't use Twitter much.
Maybe because I'm not that kind of person that talks,
but you're
like I'm
action
shy.
oriented. I go there, make action product. That's what I do. I don't talk. I prove it. No, I like that, and I respect that fully.
Thank you.
What is your advice now for females generally now, and generally advice that you have to share? You already said about if you love something, just work hard and go for it. And you also said that your family plays a very, very important role. But is there anything else that you have in particular you said, this is what I think people should do? Coming from your historical achievement and challenges that you have, something that you see, this is a gift you want to give to them, that this is what you need to do.
I mean, it's a great feeling to motivate people and inspire people, reaching, like, for you to achieve something and then inspire other, that you are able to do this and you can achieve whatever you love. It's a great feeling. So again, it's all about that
passion and never stop.
Passion, never stop. Don't let anything, like a small negative thing, that make you stop doing the thing you love. In every field, in any place, you're gonna face challenges, and you have to overcome that and just fight. And as they say, train hard, and
play hard.
Play hard. And as they say, no pain, no gain. You're gonna face a lot of things, but in the end, it's such a great feeling to see your success and see people happy for you.
Yes.
And happy for whatever you reached.
I've got this question to ask. You shared very good input, mashallah, very, very rich and wealthy. Do you think someone who has attained success, like yourself, mashallah, he or she should be looking backwards on whatever the thing that they've done time to time to boost themselves up? Do you think it helps?
It does help. For example, for me, sometimes I would have this depressing times, and okay, I'm sorry, excuse my language, I'm sick of this, I can't do this anymore, it's so tiring. But whenever you remember all the thing you have been through, all these years, all this time practicing, all this things you overcome, so it pushes me, like, Fatma, there are no you have passed a lot of steps, there are just few steps more, it's not worth it to stop after
here,
all this time, after all what have you done. So it is important to think of what you have been through.
And to look back at all the great things that you have done. What's your future plans and goals?
Future plans, this year I really don't know what I'm gonna do, because there's a huge risk that I end up my yearly schedule because I don't have the fund to continue.
Okay.
My future plan is to participate in the Rio Olympics in 2016.
Inshallah.
And that's gonna be, like, for example, the first ever GCC tennis player to participate in this Olympics.
Inshallah.
I hope someone could support to see Oman playing in this huge tournament. I could get in with my ranking if I improve. Like, this year have been the best year for me. I have reached the rank. I'm gonna beat the best ranking that I ever reached to. So hopefully the support comes and I don't end up my my year like this, because it is very important to break my best ranking that I did and participate in Rio Olympics, inshallah.
Inshallah. And one thing I want to note for the people who are supporting is that they're not only supporting you, they are representing Oman. They're supporting Oman to be seen internationally and put this
to see Oman international through a female. This is also
this is a very good point. Yes, seeing Oman through a female. In fact, as I said, when I saw the activity that you're saying, I was saying, mashallah, we need to have more women. We need to have more females who can do it. And I'll tell you one thing: there is a lot of great women, great females here in Oman. I've worked in many projects. They're all able to do it. What they need is support.
Exactly.
And you are an example who, without support, you have reached great strides. With support, I think you will do amazing, inshallah.
I hope so, inshallah.
Fatma, thank you very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM 90.4.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
To share about your successful journey in the world of tennis. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best and success in all you do, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. And I was happy being here with you today.
Shukran.
Oman FM on 90.4, 91.3.
number one. Radio Sultanate of Oman.
Okay, dokie, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday, same time at 5 p.m. for a knowledge session. I'm Tariq Al Barwani along with our studio engineer DJ Saleh, wishing you all a happy and a pleasant week. Ma'a salama.
In a world of tweets and text, email, and instant messaging,
That's cool. That's edited way too fast.
are we communicating any better? Is it modern technology with the effects on both business and society?
There's a lot of spyware out there. Sneaks into your system, follows you wherever you may go.
Listen to Knowledge Talk, the show that said it all, with your host, Tariq Al Barwani, Tuesdays at 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Emotion.
Global.
Face it and talk it through on Knowledge Talk. Knowledge Talk.
That's what'll get me to buy a smartphone.
Or a wearable computer. Or a website that finally puts me in the driver's seat.
No.
Every week here on the Nation Station Radio, Sultan of Oman, 90.4 FM.